In this video, I give you an overview why you should consider to invest in Xiaomi and how Xiaomi will continue in 2021 and how the share price could develop. Hi, it's Björn from Becoming Financially Independent, where I will help you to understand more about finance so you can make sound financial decisions by yourself. If you are new here, make sure to click that subscribe button, and all the links I mentioned in this video you can find in the description box below. So let's get started and let's have a look at the current events of the Xiaomi share. As you can see on the slide, the Xiaomi share lost 5.6% after its all-time high of the 4th of January 2021 and costs now 31.95 Hong Kong dollars, which is 4.12 US dollars. That does not mean that something like this is always corrected in a crash. We have seen such overheated price changes several times, which then mostly result in a slight sideways and slightly downward sell-off over several weeks. Thus, Xiaomi has meanwhile reached a market capitalization of 105 billion US dollars. 100 billion market capitalization was targeted at the IPO in 2018 in Hong Kong and therefore exceeded the expectations. And fundamentally, everything is very good at Xiaomi because the share price is so high, although only before a capital increase in December was carried out and several billions of dollars in new capital were raised, which led the stock fall about 12%. As you can see on the screen, on January the 1st, 2021, and 5 minutes after the product launch, the Xiaomi Mi 11 was sold 350,000 times in China. Xiaomi Mi 11 is equipped with the Snapdragon 888 chip, the first device to pack Qualcomm's last flagship into it. The device also comes with a 2K 120Hz curved screen, and the main camera is a 100 megapixel Samsung HMX sensor. Comes as well with a Harman Kardon stereo dual speakers, among other features. In addition, the first hardware tests come out that showed that the Xiaomi 11 does better, for example, Apple's flagships in terms of display, battery, and wireless LAN reception, or the ones of Samsung, and at a significantly lower price. In the next few weeks, we might see new releases of the Mi 11 Pro or maybe even a Mi 11 Ultra. And the development department of Xiaomi would like to hire 5,000 new engineers this year who will mainly take care of the camera technology and the AI sector. Xiaomi is working very hard to spread its smartphones around the world by continuing the path of high quality products at the very low prices. So, if the smartphone growth declines, we should take a look at other growth areas because in addition to the smartphone, Xiaomi has grouped other devices under the umbrella of the Internet of Things, such as televisions, smartwatches, vacuum cleaners, and all other possible devices. The growth of the Internet of Things devices is indirectly related to the growth of the smartphone. In the end, the smartphone is only the gateway for Xiaomi. The goal is to convince the users of the quality and the price, the performance with the smartphone, so that the users then also buy the other devices. Although the margins are higher here than in the smartphone sector, the margins are not the most important thing here neither, in order to become a successful internet company. Xiaomi will continue to bring new physical products to the market. Xiaomi also recently invested in Xiaopeng. If there's any Chinese speaker and watching, please leave a comment on how to pronounce it correctly, alright? That means I would not be surprised if they present an electric car in cooperation with the Xiaopeng in the next few years. But here too, it will be the same. You will only have a small margin on all physical products, and this is an important building block on the way to the main goal of the internet and software company. If you're a long-term investor, then you have to go away from the margin thoughts and the margin thinking. And if necessary, swim against the current in the next month. And yes, if it is again from the analysts or media side called the Xiaomi sales celebrates successes or delivers new technologies and the new products only have a very weak margin, because this is completely unimportant for the main goal. But what is then important and what should you pay attention to in 2021? In addition to the units sold on smartphones and the Internet of Things area, it will be important to bind its users in the ecosystem and to interact with them to increase users. But if you do not want to go without financial figures completely, then I would rather recommend to look on the Internet area. The Internet area is a separate segment at Xiaomi and also shows sales and margin indicators. This segment will become the most important pillar for Xiaomi in a few years if the transformation to a software and internet group continues successfully. And if we look again at the Xiaomi chart, then the following question arises. What is the current situation with an entry point? Well, if you have not yet bought a single Xiaomi share but would very much like to hold some in the long term, then you can build up a very small position on the current price. But you should definitely expect a setback in the short term because we are currently in an overbought position zone, as you can see at the chart below on the RSI tab. That means the Xiaomi shares have been much more in demand in the last few days, and smaller setbacks would not damage the price here. But the price can increase again in the next few weeks, even after a lateral consolidation above. And we could still attack the upward trend channel in the first half of 2021. So if you really want to buy now, then you can do this with a small amount of shares. But you should definitely keep some cash and be ready for any setbacks and then invest. Otherwise, I would say hold your positions, and if your portfolio is overweighted with Xiaomi, then it's certainly not a bad time at the moment to carry out a small rebalancing and sell a few stocks. But if you have a reasonable volume in the depot, you can definitely sit back for the next few months and wait and see. But in the long term, Xiaomi remains a company with enormous growth potential for me. Thanks for watching, stay focused and don't get greedy.